How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I wanted to talk about the auto battle system in Tactics Ogre Reborn and just how much it helps the player, how useful it is. You know, a lot of games, today, especially like phone and mobile games, they have auto battle and it kind of has a bad rhyme to it, and you hear auto battle and you're like, oh great, a game that plays itself. This is great. Well, Tactics Ogre doesn't really do it like that. I mean, obviously it comes from a time before all of this, but it's just a nice little quality of life thing that a player has for more tedious or gameplay that would be just very time consuming, a way to get around it and deal with it. I mean, could you imagine, and I mean, this is what people can do. I mean, I'm sure there's people that play all 100 floors of Palace of the Dead every time they go into it because they're just masochists like that. I don't know. I mean, they get their sick kicks, but, the early levels of Palace of the Dead, they're just so monotonous and so just underwhelming, and there's nothing there, and you have to go through that every time you want to get into the deeper floors. So because there's no way to pick, like, start at floor 10 or floor 20 or start every so many floors, if you ever leave and you want to go back, or you didn't go that far because you couldn't, you have to do it all over again. And I feel that having an auto battle greatly helps in that situation in particular. And another situation where auto battle is really nice is if you're grinding for a drop or you're just leveling up your guys. With Reborn, you go into the training battle once you get a new union level, and then you just level up. I mean, that's what I do. So whenever, like, say my union level goes from 45 to 50, I'm just going to take training battles and send all my guys in for like an hour and get everybody up to 50 and then progress. That's kind of what I started doing in the game. At first, I would hit a new union level and I would just go and play the game like normal. But, then enemies slowly would catch up to you, where if you just go into training right when you get a new union level and you hit the cap, the first couple battles, you're going to just dominate because the enemies are going to be like 2 or 3 or 4 levels below you because they're assuming, you just hit the new cap, the new threshold. So it's really useful in training. It's really useful in Palace of the Dead. I mean, it's just a quality of life feature for people that don't have as much time. And I think a lot of people, including myself to a degree, wouldn't be as far in the game or wouldn't play the game as much or have done so many things if auto battle didn't exist, because everybody knows that plays the game, the battles can take a while. I mean, if you don't do auto battle, you're looking at least 10 to 15 minutes of battle, where auto battle, it's like a 5-minute battle. The reason why it's like 10 to 15 minutes is because, you got to think about each unit, you got to plan their movements. That's not counting you rewinding the battle if you do that. There's so many other factors. So I just want to say auto battle is a great thing for a game like this, and it's a great thing for the genre if it's done right. There's a lot of bad ways you can do auto battle that basically make the player not even want to play. Go look at Disgaea 6 if you want to find an auto battle system done very poorly. Due to how good the auto battle system is, there's just no reason to play the game yourself in Disgaea unless you really want to. So I like that the auto battle system isn't perfect. It's flawed in some ways, but it does allow you to grind certain grindy parts, which they did fix that apparently in Disgaea 7, so we'll have to see. But that was an example of a very bad auto battle system that basically punished you for playing, because you're like, oh, well, I don't even need to play the levels. I'll just auto battle through everything. And then the game just felt so hollow and empty. And yeah, it's an option or a choice, but when it's an option or a choice and it's the most effective thing to do, it's like hard not to do it, So you got to be really picky, and I know some people don't auto battle at all in the game, and more power to you. Those of you that refuse to auto battle and never have, hey, I mean, you got more time, I guess. I don't know. You're just good. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about it quick and explain my thoughts about how I think Tactics Ogre does it better and should be a, trademark, should be like a standard for how to do auto battles. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like the auto battle system? Do you think it's good in this game? Is it better in other games? Do you know a game that has a better auto battle? Let me know down below, and as always, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, later guys, peace out, have a good one.